you can ride your horse to school. And like I said, I think the minimum is 3 days notification, if I remember right.
Well, and it's yeah, and you know that's only reasonable now. They probably changed that law, or maybe it was almost like registering a kid for school. You had to let them know so that they could prepare ahead of time,
Well, and that
and
was
they,
the
they
thing.
could be in there all the time. I don't
That's
know.
what I was gonna do. Is I was gonna notify them like a month out, be like, "Hey, I'm gonna ride them on the first because I don't even know if most of the administrators in school know even where to go to get hay or where to
Probably
go
not.
to get anything for holding water." So I was like, I got more important stuff to do. I'm not going to play this game. I would love
Right.
to, but I'm not going to. So
Well, and I think too that um, you've got some administrators, some that would go along with it because that's being like, yeah, that's all right. I mean, hey,
yeah,
and use that as a learning moment, or this is what used to have to happen. You complain about riding a bus. Look what you used to have to do. I
oh
mean,
yeah,
there's all kinds of different things that you could do with that. Uh, but there's also some administrators that you've had that you had grew up with would be like, no,
right.
even if they were required to, they'd be like, and what recourse do you have? And really, it's not like it's a necessity. So,
Yeah.
but
Well, but it was funny though because I think it was later that day the principal did get on and he said, "All right, just so everybody is aware, yes, there was a horse ridden to school. However, we as a school district were not notified, and we require you by Montana state law to notify us so that we can prepare the things for your livestock." And I
well,
think that was like essentially how he put it. And
well,
it's
and I'm
just,
sure that was twofold. One of them was they're covering their butts so that when everybody goes home, they don't tell a story about
probably, yeah.
how they wouldn't do anything for it. I mean, and rightly so. That people need to know that hey, they didn't go about this the right way.
Yeah.
So, but I can see that 3 day thing or week long or whatever it is. Even back when there was no transportation, that's what you did. That it allowed the school district, if you had an influx of kids, it allowed them to prepare for it.
Well, it's
What do you think?
logistic. I mean, what do we do in the army when we go to feed people? We use the personnel reports that are rolled up that day to forecast how many people we need to feed that day or
Sure.
the next 2 or 3 days. And then we also cooks have a person counting as they come in to get the food at the dining facility to forecast. Okay, they came in on this day. They came in on this day. In the last 3 days, we've only had 100 people come in. And then when there's 300 that show up out of the middle of nowhere, we're like, oh, we weren't prepared because this is what the trend has been. There's a reason for it because logistically they're trying to keep from wasting stuff and making sure
Right.
it's all there.
Oh, there's lots of good reasons for it.